It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Let's get out of here. Aye. Hey everybody, it's Aaron from Got a Minute, and we have another fun thing right here. And I've got about 16 points to talk about this picture, just like the days of Noah. Before I get into it, thank you, Frank, for making this picture. I asked him to, hey, Frank, you know what? The U.S. also looks like an ark. Can you make this? And he did, and it was awesome. So these red lines are the paths of the eclipse going over the U.S. Thank you, Frank, for making that. We have an awesome image. I was at a Bible study from Brother Rick the other night, and he was saying that people are visual learners, and so that was a good incentive for me to do this video this way and showing a picture, because a picture is like 1,000 words, right? And then also Matthew 18, verse 3, it tells us that, surely I say to you, unless you are converted and become like as little children, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. So there's a little bit of a childlike thought process going on here with Noah, just like the days of Noah. But all right, so we'll get into it. I'm going to read a little bit of Luke 17 first. That's my first point that I wanted to get to. And well, before I do that too, if you just check out the old videos, we've had the theme of Jonah, the sign of Jonah. We also had a theme of Egypt through this whole eclipse pattern. And so we're also seeing a pattern with just like the days of Noah in this pattern. So the first thing I wanted to address is Luke 17, when it's talking about the coming of the kingdom, there was a little bit of a warning in verse 26 specifically. It says, as it was in the days of Noah, so will it also be in the days of the Son of Man. They ate, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day of that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, as it was also in the days of Lot, they ate, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built. But on the day that Lot went out from Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even so, it will be in that day when the Son of Man is revealed. So it goes on further, but I just wanted to pull out that theme of Noah and Lot, but specifically Noah. So, as mentioned before, this is my second point. There's a Noah, Tennessee. So after this video, I'll try and come back to and edit it and put things generally where they are. But there's a Noah, Tennessee. And then point number 3, there's an ark encounter in Williamston, Kentucky, which is really close to the conjunction of the 17 and 2024. Noah is also very close to the conjunction. Of course, this is an illustration, so this is just roughly showing you where things are. The fourth thing I wanted to say and show you was there's an Enoch, Pennsylvania. So Enoch was taken before the flood. Number 5, there is a Lot, Kentucky. And, right, so just like I read in Luke 17, it'll be days like the days of Noah and Lot. Oh, there's a Lot, Kentucky. Number 6, there's a Shem. So Noah had 3 sons. There's a Shem, Utah. That's really close to the 2023 eclipse. He also had a son named Ham. Well, there's a Ham, Quebec, right in line with the 2024. I couldn't find a JPath location, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Point number 8, Kane, Arkansas. That's pretty much in the 2024 path. Refer to Genesis 4 for that. That happened before the flood. Number 9, Noah found grace. Genesis 8 or 6 through verse 8. So Noah found grace in the sight of the Lord. And there are about 12 locations in the USA called Grace, and here we are living in the age of grace. And grace is scattered all over the US, but there's around 5 that go through the 2017 path, and there's around 6 locations that are in the path of the 2024 called Grace. Noah found grace in the sight of the Lord. Here we are at the end of the age of grace. How fitting is it that grace is all over the U.S., but really heavily in the 2017 path and the 2024 path. So I think that's a big deal right there. Number 10, if the Ark encounter wasn't enough, there's actually an Ark, Missouri, which again is close to the conjunction right around Little Egypt or to the left of it. Number 11, there's a place called Flood, Virginia. And of course, we know the story of Noah. He flooded the earth. There's a place called Flood, Virginia. Point number 12, there's a place called Rapture, Indiana. Yeah, that's right. There's a place called Rapture, Indiana. Now, of course, the word rapture is not in the story of Noah, but the most popular word for what we're believing in here is the rapture of the church, otherwise known as harpazo, or the snatching away, or the word natsal. But there's a place called Rapture, Indiana, right in conjunction in the middle. Number 13, where did the ark rest? It rested on the mountain of Ararat, and Ararat means the curse reverse. That's referred to Genesis 8, verse 4. There are 7 in or below the 2024 eclipse locations. So there are 7 Ararat locations in and around the eclipse or below it, which is kind of fitting because the ark rested on top of Mount Ararat. And so again, there's 7 either in line with the 2024 or below it, near the base of this image. I thought that was incredible, actually. Point number 14, Noah released a dove and a raven. Well, there's 4 raven locations, and 3 of them are really close to the eclipse path. And you can refer to Genesis 8, verse 7 for that. Point number 15, there are 2 places called dove. They kind of surround the eclipse. There's no dove that is in direct path of the eclipse, but nevertheless, it still gives you a bit of a picture that adds to this theme. The 16th point, the last one on my paper here, is there are 8 places called Rainbow in the USA, and 4 are in the path of 2024. You can refer to Genesis 9, verse 13, when God put the rainbow in the clouds as his covenant. So we have a strong theme of the story of Noah in the eclipse pattern. It looks like an ark. The word Noah is there. The ark encounter is there. Enoch is there, which was taken out before the flood. Lot, Shem, Ham, Cain, Noah found grace. There's lots of grace. There's an ark, Missouri. There's a flood, Virginia. There's a rapture, Indiana. There's 7 places in the path or below called Ararat. There's a raven, there's a dove, and there's a rainbow times 8. There's 8 rainbows, and 4 of them are in the path of the 2024 eclipse. I think that's awesome. The theme thickens. If you want to check out more places, I found it easier to go to a website called geotargit.com to go find more precise locations. It's a little bit better than Google to find locations if you want to do that. But the grand finale is, it looks like this eclipse is really tying in a lot of concepts. It's tying in the Noah theme. It's tying in the Lot theme. I'm pretty sure somebody found some Sodom and Gomorrah locations. I can't remember. People have written a lot of comments. I love that. There's a Jonah connection. Looks like a whale, and if you check a couple of videos ago, I did that. There's an Egypt and Exodus, story here as well, with it going through Little Egypt. It fits the bill. It fits a lot of stories. So this is on April 8th, where it's going to conclude the final eclipse. My favorite scenario is always Passover now. I think that's going to always be my favorite scenario for a rapture date, but I never know. Of course, nobody knows when this is going to happen. 40 days before the eclipse, 40 days after the eclipse, etc. Years after the eclipse, who knows? Who really knows? But this video is themed on the Noah theme. Check out my description box if you want to know how to support the channel, if you want to join the Discord community where we Bible study all the time and fellowship and encourage each other until that great day. I hope to see you guys in the clouds very soon. One day closer. Go, Jesus, go. Come, Jesus, come. Adios, muchachos.